Welcome to Kadampa podcasts. These podcasts offer practical solutions to daily challenges and help guide us to a happier and more peaceful state of mind. In each episode, you will find an extract from a teaching given by one of various Kadampa Buddhist teachers worldwide. All these teachings are inspired by the profound wisdom of Venerable Geshe Kelsang Gyatso Rinpoche, a Buddhist master for our time. We hope you enjoy listening.
Pain doesn't come from love. People mix that up all the time. Attachment causes pain. Love does not. So we have to discriminate correctly so that we can learn how to work with our losses. You know, for some people, their attachment is causing them so much pain because they've been lonely their whole life. They've never found the one. And it's just so sad. So the sadness, the pain, the grief, all of those painful feelings are coming from the attachment in our mind, not our love. And we need to know that. If we can learn that, we can protect ourselves from pain. Finally. So be patient. This is a little new understanding if you're new, especially. So as attachment's developing, we focus our attention on their good qualities, exaggerate them. That's what we do, is we make their good qualities so big. We think they're the only one that makes me happy. If I don't have them, I won't be happy. And many people, we feel that with our children. We feel that with our parents. We feel that with our friends. We feel that with a lot of things. Attachment is so easy. You know, delusions are very, very strong in our ordinary minds. They're more natural to us at the beginning. Buddha explained that our virtuous minds, like love, compassion, generosity, wisdom, and so forth, they are very weak in the beginning. We have the seeds for those minds, and we have some of those tendencies. But our familiarity with delusions like attachment is so strong that we have to work hard to overcome it in the beginning. Does that make sense to you experientially? It's very easy to be angry. We don't have to take a class on developing desirous attachment. We don't offer that class. All of our classes are about getting rid of that because we want to get rid of our pain. Most people come looking for community because they're lonely. This is a good place to come. This is like everybody here's sick. We all have desirous attachment. Yep. We all have some anger. Yep. We got all these delusions. All of us have them. But big difference between this community, I would just say, communities that are focusing on solutions, understanding that if I want to have a good life, I need to get rid of these painful mental habits. And so we're all trying to do that. Some days we do a really good job, and other days not so good. But we're all working at it. And the thing that's nice about a community here is that we're following these teachings. Make sense to us. We think, I'm over the pain. I've been feeling pain from the loss of that person in my life for 25 years. I want to heal. So people stumble in the door and they think, what does Buddha say about long-term pain? And then if you're fortunate, you stay, you get some teachings on the pain producer in living beings' minds. Number one is attachment. All anger comes from attachment. So you think, okay, I've never heard of that. A lot of people use the word attachment in the common society like it's a good thing. Oh, I'm so attached to my cell phone. I'm so attached to my pet. I'm so attached. It's a wicked mind, but we don't understand that yet. So be patient, because hopefully it's new information. And if it's not new, we love this teaching because it's telling us about our diagnosis, and we can gauge if we're improving or not. So desirous attachment is an exaggerated sense of need I need that to be happy. That's desirous attachment. I need that. I need them. I need them to be happy. So that is where desirous attachment dupes us, because nobody can make you happy except who? Yourself. He's a plant. I told him to say that. We know that because we've been coming to teachings. Nobody can make you happy. They can be a conducive condition to your happiness, of course. So Buddha's not saying that they don't play a role in your happiness, but they're not the substantial cause of your happiness. Your happiness is actually coming from your mind. And so when we get unhappy in relationships, it's not the person. They may trigger something, but the substantial cause is, uh-oh, my mind's gone deluded. And normally the delusion that we need to think about is our desirous attachment. It's so nice to have a diagnosis. Most people have never heard this. In ordinary life, you don't hear this. In fact, a lot of our society, normally we're encouraging desirous attachment. The one, find the one. If that one doesn't work, find another one. And then another one. We're always looking for happiness where it can't be found. So I want to read, I'll finish the description of how desirous attachment works. Then I'm going to read the 3 types of desirous attachment because I think it's kind of interesting to look at. So with an exaggerated sense of the attractiveness of the object, we then hold it to be desirable and develop desire for it. In other words, we find someone, and this can be just a friend, rather than an intimate partner. It can be a friend. You find a friend, you find someone in your life, or you feel this way about people close to you. We focus our attention on their good qualities. We exaggerate those. We think, you are amazing. And then what happens is we develop a strong sense of, and I need you. I need you to make me happy. I need you. And that a big need, and a big and need with a big N. I need you. Then attachment's developed. So finally our desire attaches us to the object so that it feels as if we've become glued or absorbed into it. So that means we never stop thinking about them. Everything we're doing is flavored or informed by our mind holding that person, thinking about them day and night in the beginning. Also, later, we don't do that later in the relationship, but we are always aware of their presence in our life. Now, whether that awareness is painful or positive depends on our mind. It depends on us. This is good news. And so Buddha's not saying we shouldn't have people in our life. What he's encouraging us to do is reduce our attachment for them, increase our love for them, and your relationship will become healthy and happy. And even when they do leave you, you won't experience pain. This is outrageous. This is very, very rare for someone to go through the loss of someone close to them and actually have no pain. Is that possible? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. So perk up. We must be careful to distinguish attachment from love. Love is a virtuous mind that creates only peace and happiness, whereas attachment is never virtuous. Never. It's never your friend, ever, and always causes pain and problems. So here's a quick way to discriminate between love and attachment. Love is, I want you to be happy. Period. Attachment is, I want you to make me happy. I want you to make me happy. I want you to make me happy. So we want, from the outside in, we want that person, our child, our parent, our boss, our partner, to make me happy. Come on. What's the problem? So you can see it's a big problem. No one can make us happy. This is the problem. Only our own attitude toward others makes us happy. So love is, I want you to be happy. There's no conditions. I just want you to be happy. We say that to our children, to our friends, to our partners, to everyone in our life. We switch the flow of energy from sucking in, I want you to make me happy, come on. You made me happy the first 6 weeks. What happened? You made me happy last week. What's the problem? We're always looking out there, blaming them. So this is a big deal if you just think simply, I'm reversing the flow of my energy. Attachment sucking in, trying to get happy from other people. If I find the right people, I'll be happy. I'll just hang out with them and they'll make me happy. You know, it looks like it works for a little while, but it always fails, doesn't it? Because we need to work from the inside out. What if we start thinking, I want to override my attachment tendencies with my love. And all I have to do is check the flow. What am I thinking? Make me happy, or I just want you to be happy. It's magic, actually. So this is so beautiful. This is the science of Buddha. He says there's divisions of desirous attachment. There are 3 types of desirous attachment. So see if you find one that is causing you pain right now, because all of us have some. One is desirous attachment to past objects, which Buddha will describe in a minute. 2, desirous attachment to present objects. And 3, desirous attachment to future objects. So this is just one paragraph, but I'd like you to really be open. Obviously, you're here, and you have some healing to do. We all do. So when it says in the liberating prayer, please heal my mental continuum, this is the healing, Buddhist teachings. And allow it to come into your heart and see if you can place yourself, think, oh, that's me, that's what I do. Like that, like a diagnosis. Okay, so the first type of desirous attachment is recalling a friend and out of attachment, longing to meet him or her again. We often develop this form of attachment when indulging in nostalgia. For example, when we remember relatives who have died, possessions we have owned, places we have lived, or good times we have enjoyed in the past. So this attachment to the past is we're remembering and we're wishing that they hadn't left. Even though we know they had no choice, intellectually we know that, but we're still in pain. Do you know that one? We're still in pain. That's because our attachment's working a little bit, and we're thinking and feeling pain, wishing they were still here. Even though intellectually we know that they can't be, our desirous attachment is not wisdom, and it functions even though we know in our head that they can't be here. When our attachment's functioning, we grasp tightly. They shouldn't have left. I can't really live without that. I feel like there's a hole in my heart. I feel sadness all day and night. That's coming from attachment to that person. We're using persons. That's gone now. Maybe they left you. Maybe they passed away. That can be old and young. You know, we lose people all through our life. And even though we all know that happens, our attachment says it shouldn't. That shouldn't happen to you. And we stay stuck in pain. Does that make sense? Our attachment is irrational. It's not something we decide to have. It's our natural reaction to loss. It's not rational. And it says, that shouldn't have happened. And we stay in pain, buying into that. Not because we choose to, but because it's really a big, familiar way of reacting. I think this will help you if you really think about it.
If you feel inspired by this podcast, then dive deeper into timeless wisdom of modern Kadampa Buddhism by following the link in the episode description. We look forward to reconnecting with you in the next episode of Kadampa Podcasts.